Good morning, children. Today we will start the next chapter, that is chapter number 9, Bholi, of our supplementary reader, Footprints Without Feet. It is written by K.A. Abbas, Khwaja Ahmad Abbas. He was born in Panipat, Haryana, India, on 7th June 1914, and he died on 1st June 1987 at the age of 72 years. He was a film director, screenwriter, novelist, and journalist of Urdu, Hindi, and English, and he has written many beautiful and touching stories showing the Indian society also. So, this story is also about a little girl, Bholi, the ups and downs that came into the life of Bholi, which is a very simple and a which is very simple girl, and let's read it out and find out about Bholi. From her very childhood, Bholi was neglected at home. Neglected means not taken care of, ignored. Why did her teacher take special interest in her? Did Bholi measure up to her teacher's expectations? Children, please take a pencil with you so that you can write down the meanings of all the difficult words in your book. Let's start. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Bholi, the simpleton. So, this is the story of a little girl whose name was Sulekha, whose real name was Sulekha, but from her very childhood, from her when she was very young, from that time, everyone was calling her Bholi, the simpleton. Simpleton means a person who, you can say, a foolish person who can be easily tricked by others. You or as the name indicates, simpleton means भोली, जो थोड़ी सी भोली हो, जो चालाक ना हो, चतुर ना हो, लोगों को समझ ना पाए आसानी से. So since she was very भोली in her nature, so everyone started calling her Bholi rather than Sulekha. She was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head, and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. That was why she remained a backward child and came to be known as Bholi, the simpleton. Now they are telling us about his family, about her family, Bholi's family. She was the fourth daughter, means before her, three daughters were already there, and she was born as the fourth child of her father, Nambardar Ramlal. Her father was a Nambardar. Nambardar is a person of high status and who collects revenue from the village. So he was a well known person of the village. And when she was only 10 months old, she fell down from her cot. Cot is charpai. In English, we can say it's bed. So she fell down from her bed. On her head means सिर के बल. वो अपने चारपाई से गिर गई थी, and because of that maybe it had damaged some part of her brain, so her brain was not fully developed, and that was why she remained a little bit a backward child, means she was mentally not wise, not fully grown mentally. So, and that's why everyone started calling her Bholi. At birth, the child was very fair and pretty, but when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Only the eyes were saved, but the entire body was permanently disfigured by deep black poke marks. Little Sulekha could not speak till she was 5, and when at last she learned to speak, she stammered. The other children often made fun of her and mimicked her. As a result, she talked very little. Now means we can say कि वो भाग्य भी उसके पीछे पड़ा हुआ था. Earlier, she fell down from a cot, and because of that, her brain was not fully developed and she remained Bholi. Now, the writer is telling us that when she was born, she was very pretty, very beautiful, and very fair in color. Her complexion was also very fair. But when she was 2 years old, she suffered from smallpox. I hope you all know about smallpox. वो जिसे माता बोलते हैं ना, माता निकलना. So, she had an attack of that, and because of that, when this disease when a person recover from it, after that even small marks were there left on the body parts. So the same happened with Bholi also. Only her eyes were saved, but the whole body was permanently disfigured. You can say it was permanently spoiled. The whole part of her body, they had small pock marks. बड़े छोटे छोटे गहरे काले गड्ढे से जैसे हो जाते हैं पूरी बॉडी के ऊपर. Those marks were left on the skin by smallpox on the whole body of Bholi. And she could not speak even when she was 5 years old. Means she also started learning to speak late in comparison with other child. And when she started speaking, she stammered. Stammered means she fumbled. She had some speech problem. ये कह सकते हो आप हकलाना. Stammering is हकलाना. So whenever she speaks, she stammered, she fumbled, and the other children she made fun of her. और ऐसा तो होता ही है कि गांव वगैरह में अगर कोई हकलाता है तो बच्चे उसका बड़ा मजाक उड़ाते हैं. So same happened with Bholi. So whenever she tried to speak, the children made fun of her, and they also tried to copy her, and because of that she speak very less. इस वजह से उसने बहुत ही कम बोलना शुरू कर दिया. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters, and the youngest of them was Bholi. Now, altogether, they were 7 brothers and sisters. Out of them, 3 were son and 4 were daughters, and Bholi was the youngest of all. Bholi उनमें सबसे छोटी थी. It was a prosperous farmer's household, and there was plenty to eat and drink. Since Ramlal was the number of the family of the village, so the family was well-to-do. They were very rich, and it was not like that since there were 7 brothers and sisters, so they didn't get enough to eat. No, they had very good to eat and drink. Means full fruits and vegetables and milk and curd, everything was there to eat. All the children except Bholi were healthy and strong. So because of that, the rest 6, they were very hale and hearty. Only Bholi was not like that. The sons had been sent to the city to study in schools and later in colleges. Of the daughters, Radha, the eldest, had already been married. The second daughter, Mangala's marriage had also been settled. And when that was done, Ramlal would think of the third, Champa. They were good-looking, healthy girls, and it was not difficult to find bridegrooms for them. Now, a small description of the children is given. The sons, when they grow up, they were sent to schools for study, and later on they were sent to colleges also. Means the family was, they believe in sending the children to school. It was not like a backward village. So the children were sent to school. The daughters, when they grow up, Radha was the eldest, and she was already married. The second daughter was Mangla. She had been, her marriage had also been settled. And the third one was Champa. And when the second daughter Mangla will be married, after that, Bholi's father Ramlal, he would think of the third, and that was Champa. So since all the 3 girls, they were very good looking, pretty, beautiful and healthy, so it was very easy for their father to find a bridegroom, male match you can say. Bridegroom is the male match for them. So it was not a thing to worry to get his daughters married, because they were all very beautiful, they were all healthy and fully grown. But Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. But the thing to worry was about Bholi, because Bholi, she was really Bholi. She was not even good, not pretty, and she was not intelligent also. Mentally also she was not fully grown. So it was a thing to worry about Ramlal. Children, that's all for today. Rest we will do in the next class. 3 minutes.